Welcome back to my channel. So in this video we are going to discuss about endophytes, a very good topic for your MSc dissertation or say PhD. Okay, so a lot of new research is going on this endophytes and their wide range of applications. So let's see what are these endophytes. So endophytes are actually microorganisms that lives inside plant tissue, okay, and they cause no harm to the host, that means to the plant. So you can find bacteria or fungi growing inside plant. They live in a symbiotic relationship. That means the bacteria or the fungi that is living inside the plant will gain something and they will give something to the plant. Okay, so both are getting mutually benefited. That is symbiotic relationship. What are some benefits of these endophytes? So they produce some phytohormones which promote the plant growth. Then they help in nitrogen fixation. They improve the nutrient uptake. They increase the tolerance to the environmental stress, and also they protect against the pathogens. Okay, so that's the reason they are very helpful to human, or you can say to mankind, in variety of applications. We can use these bacteria for our purposes. Okay, what are those purposes? We will study further. So you can find some bacteria growing, say, in a leaf or in root hair cell. Okay, so there are techniques for growing them in a microbiology lab. So a separate video I will be uploading on how you screen and isolate these endophytes. Okay, another video will be uploaded only on the selection criteria for the plants that you select for screening of endophytes. Okay, both these video will be coming soon. So you find these microorganisms where you can find these microorganisms in parts like stem, leaves and roots. Okay, these are the main parts that are most widely studied. Then why to screen and study endophytes? So endophytes, they act as reservoir for novel bioactive secondary metabolites. Okay, all the microbes we know, they produce some secondary metabolites and we use them in our industrial applications, right? So even endophytes, they have some bioactive secondary metabolites. What does that mean? That they have a potential of acting like a antimicrobial or anti-insect or anti-cancer. Okay, so what are these secondary metabolites? Alkaloids, phenolic acids, quinones, steroids, saponins, tannins, terpenoids, etc. Okay, you can search or you can go for extraction of these secondary metabolites and then you can study for their potential. Okay, so you can see here a type of endophyte, say it can be a fungi or actinomycete or mycoplasm or bacteria. Okay, so you can study for these and you can study for their bioactive secondary metabolite and their potential activity. Okay, now what are properties of these endophytes? So first point we have already discussed, that is symbiotic relationship. So we know they live inside a plant without causing any harm to the plant. Okay, and in exchange they receive nutrients and protection from the plant. And what they give to the plant, we have already discussed that as well. For example, they produce some good amount of phytohormones which are good for the plant, which helps the plant in growing and giving a good yield. Okay, so even in agriculture sector, these endophytes are now widely studied for using them for various problems. Okay, then second is diversity. So endophytes are diverse group of microorganisms, okay, that include bacteria like actinomycete, then mycoplasm and fungi. Now they can be found in almost every plant and every part of the plant, including root, stem, leaves and seeds. Yes, seeds are very important because that is the way they get transferred. Okay, and that is how you find endophytes in each and every plant. Then ecological significance. They can help plants tolerate stress, resist diseases, and adapt to the changes of environmental conditions. Okay, that's the ecological significance. They help plant to tolerate biotic abiotic stresses. Then biotechnological potential. So we have already seen this point as well, that they produce some bioactive components, and they are used in agriculture, medicine, and other industries. Then they can produce a range of bioactive compounds that can act as antimicrobial, anti-cancer, anti-inflammatory, or say antioxidative properties, etc., etc. Okay, you name the property and you will find that in one of the one of the endophyte. Okay, then mode of transmission. So this is very important point, that if you have this topic for your MSc dissertation, say, or PhD, you will get this question, that how these endophytes they come into a plant. So endophytes, they can be vertically transmitted from parent to offspring through seeds. Okay, because the seed core, there also these endophytes they are present, or horizontally transmitted between plants through contact with soil or other plant tissue. Okay, then host specificity. Are these endophytes specific to the host? That can be another question. So you can answer it like, endophytes are often specific to the certain plant species or tissue, and it also depends on the location, it also depends on the soil, it also depends on the climatic changes. Okay, in same genus you can find that a particular endophyte is present, and in another same genus on same location, if that plant is growing, then you can find it is not. Why? Because the specificity may be due to the unique chemical physical environment within different plant tissues. Okay, the colonization strategies. The endophytes, they have developed various strategies to colonize and persist within the plant tissue, including biofilm formation, quorum sensing, manipulation of host plant immune responses, etc. Okay, so these are the points, or these are the properties on which you will get questions if you have this for your dissertation or say PhD. Okay, then next. Now we will study significance of endophytes and then applications. So first point is biodiversity. So by studying endophytes, scientists can gain a better understanding of biodiversity and distribution of microorganisms in different ecosystems. Okay, so this can be a altogether a different topic for research, say for your PhD or even for your MSc dissertation, that select particular genus of a plant, and then um, collect the plant sample from different locations which has different type of soil, different climatic conditions, and then study what type of endophytes are present by screening for endophytes in those particular plants. Okay, and see, are the endophytes all same or there is difference, and you can conclude on the biodiversity that you found. Okay, so then plant health. So they help plants resist pests and diseases, and which can reduce the need for chemical pesticides and fertilizers. Okay, then this can lead to more sustainable and environmental friendly agricultural practice. Then biotechnology. So they produce a wide range of bioactive compounds which have potential applications in medicine, agriculture, and other industry. For example, new drug discovery, biodegradable plastic, biofuels, etc., etc. Then climate change. So endophytes may play a role in mitigating the effect of climate change by improving the plant growth. Okay, very important point. They can mitigate the effects of climate change by improving the plant growth and productivity in changing environmental conditions. And last, ecosystem functioning. So endophytes can be significant. Okay, they can have a significant impact on functioning of ecosystem. For examples, they can help regulate nutrient cycling, soil health, and it can affect the growth and survival of other plants and animals in the ecosystem. Okay, so they play an important role. microbes, they play an important role in ecosystem functioning. We know that. And even endophytes, which live inside a plant, but still they have significance in ecosystem. Then let's start with the applications. So first we will study some medical applications. Okay. So you can see I have listed some 7 medical applications here. Let's start with the drug discovery. So a rich source of bioactive compounds with medicinal properties. We know that endophytes, they are rich source of uh, bioactive compounds. So these compounds can serve as lead compounds for drug discovery. Then antimicrobial agents. So endophytes, they produce compounds that have antibacterial, antifungal properties. So they can be widely studied for that. Then anti-cancer agent. So many endophytes, they have shown potential in development of new anti-cancer drug. How? They produce compounds that induce apoptosis, that is programmed cell death in cancer cells. Okay, that's how you study for anti-cancer agents. Then immunomodulatory agents. That means that some endophytes, they show or they have shown the immunomodulatory properties, which means that they can regulate the immune system. Okay, these microbes, they can regulate immune system. This can be useful in treating autoimmune diseases, allergies, and other immune related disorders. Then wound healing. So endophytes can promote wound healing by producing bioactive compounds that stimulate tissue regeneration and reduce inflammation. Then neuroprotection. So endophytic microorganisms, they have some uh, compounds that they produce that protect the nerve cells from damaging from the oxidative stress. So it is thought that this can be used in treatment of neurodegenerative diseases such as Alzheimer's and Parkinson's disease, and the research is going on this particular topic. And last, nanotechnology, also a very good topic for your MSc dissertation, because you can perform these experiments in your lab and you can check for any particular application depending on what type of nanoparticle you have able to synthesize. Okay, because endophytes, they are used for different nanoparticle synthesis which have a wide range of applications. Okay, so it is also a very good topic, not including endophytes, nanoparticle synthesis altogether a very good topic for your MSc dissertation. And you can use an endophyte to produce a nanoparticle. This is another topic where you can use endophytes in your project. Then agricultural applications, I have listed 6 here, you can see. So let's start with plant growth promotion. So endophytes can produce they can promote plant growth by producing growth promoting compounds such as phytohormones, enzymes, etc. And they can also help plant tolerate biotic and abiotic stresses. Then biocontrol. So they can protect plants against pests and diseases by producing compounds that inhibit the growth of pathogens or by inducing systemic resistance in the host plant, thus reduce the use of chemical pesticides and improve the sustainability of agricultural practices. Then nutrient cycling. Endophytes can help plants acquire nutrients from the soil by fixing nitrogen, solubilization of phosphorus, mobilization of other nutrients, etc. This can reduce the need for chemical fertilizers and improves the soil health. Then drought tolerance. So in case of drought tolerance, endophytes can help plant tolerate drought stress by producing compounds that regulate water use and improve water uptake. Salinity tolerance, so they can help plants tolerate high level of salt in the soil by producing compounds that generate ion transport and improve osmotic adjustment. And lastly, phytoremediation. So endophytes can help plants remove pollutants from the soil by degrading or mobilizing toxic compounds. Okay, so these are few agricultural applications that I have listed here. You can search for more and write those in your answer. Then next is biotechnology related applications. So very first is enzyme production. Why enzyme production? Because it is a very easy topic for your, again, for enzyme for MSc dissertation, because you have to just screen and isolate a particular endophyte, and you can go for studying its enzyme profile, and you can select a particular enzyme, and you can aim for its large scale enzyme production. You can study that. So endophytes can produce enzymes with various industrial applications such as cellulase, amylase, lipase, and protease. These enzymes can be used in the production of biofuel, food processing, and other industrial processes. Then production of secondary metabolites. So endophytes can produce wide range of secondary metabolites with potential applications in, say, medicine, cosmetic, and agriculture industry. And these metabolites like alkaloids, terpenoids, flavonoids, phenolic acid compounds, they are widely studied and used. Then biodegradation. So endophytes can be used for the discovery of new bioactive compounds which have potential applications in medicine, agriculture, and cosmetic industry. They can lead to the development of new drug, cosmetic, or say any agricultural product. Then pharmaceutical production. Okay, so endophytes can be used to produce biopharmaceuticals such as monoclonal antibodies, therapeutic proteins, etc. These compounds can be used in the treatment of various diseases, including cancer and autoimmune disorders. And then bioenergy. So endophytes can produce enzymes that can break down the plant material into biofuels such as ethanol and biodiesel. So now let's study some bioremediation related applications. So first is degradation of organic pollutants. So endophytes can degrade organic pollutants such as polycyclic aromatic hydrocarbons, which are PAH, then polychlorinated biphenyls and petroleum hydrocarbons. For example, some endophytic fungi have been isolated for plants that have found to degrade these PAH and other organic pollutants. Then bioremediation of heavy metals. So endophytes can accumulate heavy metals in their cells, right? We know that plants, they can accumulate heavy metals. So this is the application here, and then they can convert these heavy metals into less toxic form. So endophytic bacteria have been found to reduce the toxicity of arsenic by converting it into a less toxic form. Then phytoextraction. So endophytes can facilitate the uptake and accumulation of pollutants by plant. This can be useful in phytoremediation where plants can plants they are used to remove pollutants from water and soil. So endophytes can enhance the ability of plants to absorb and tolerate pollutants by producing growth promoting compounds and regulating the stress response. Then biostimulation. So endophytes can stimulate the growth of indigenous microorganisms that can degrade pollutants. For example, endophytic bacteria have been found to stimulate the growth of indigenous bacteria that can degrade polychlorinated biphenyls. Okay. And lastly, that is mycoremediation. That means myco means fungi. Okay. So endophytic fungi can be used in mycoremediation, which involves the use of fungi to degrade pollutants. So endophytic fungi can be used to colonize the root tissue of a plant, and then it can be further used to degrade pollutants in the soil. Okay, so these are some bioremediation related applications. Then other applications can be like food preservation. So endophytes can produce antimicrobial compounds that can be used as natural preservatives in food products. Bioenergy. So endophytes can produce enzymes that can break down plant material into biofuels such as ethanol and biodiesel. Then biodiversity conservation. Endophytes, they play a crucial role in maintenance of plant biodiversity, right? So they can also be used to reintroduce endangered plant species into their natural habitat. So these are some other applications. So I hope the if you have this topic in your theory, then you can write the answer now, because I have explained properties, I have explained the significance of endophytes and also some applications, so that you can write a good short note. Now few examples to mention. So for example, fungi, so many plants, they have endophytic fungi like uh, Colotrotrichum, Cladosporium, Penicillium, etc. These are just genus that I am mentioning here. There are n number of endophytic fungi, bacteria which are found. Okay, then bacteria, for example, genus like Bacillus, Pseudomonas, Streptomyces. Then algae like Cocomaxa, Chlorella, and Euglena. Then actinomycetes like Streptomyces and Micromonospora, they are found in the plants. Okay, so endophytes, they play an important role in plant growth, in protection against pathogen, adaptation to environmental stresses, etc. We have studied this, we have covered this in this video, and they can also produce a wide range of bioactive compounds that have potential use in medicine, agriculture, and other industries. So we have studied applications as well. So I hope this video is helpful to you all. Do give a thumbs up, do like my video, then do share these videos with your friends, and do subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much.